Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's blessings was, even if he has done hundreds of offenses towards me, but he has taken your shelter, I will bestow mercy onto him. And here Advaita Acharya says, my declaration is, if he worships me, but if he is not your devotee, then if he worships me, that devotion itself is enough to annihilate him. Because Lord Shiva does not accept anything done directly to him with a having offensive attitude towards Krishna. Advaita Acharya is Sadashiv himself. So Sadashiv cannot accept any devotion to him if a person is not devotee of Krishna. Only to him, he will not accept that. Advaita said, O Lord Vishwambar, may the devotion of my descendants and so-called disciples who give up your service and eagerly engage in my service, destroy them. May the devotion destroy them. This is my declaration. Since the ignorant descendants and foolish disciples of Advaita do not consider Shri Advaita Prabhu as eternal servant of Shri Chaitanya Deva, but consider him Vishnu and consider Gaur Sundar as Lakshmi, they fall from the path of devotional service and bring about their own ruination. So this is known as bhasa. Which abhasa? This is bhasa, rasa bhasa. This rasa bhasa is Advaita Acharya is Sadashiv and Mahavishnu double incarnation. But if a person thinks that he is Vishnu and Chaitanya is Lakshmi, then there is, this is Rasa Bhasa. Actually, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna in the mood of Radharani. He is Krishna himself, he is Lord himself. And Advaita Acharya is eternal servant of Lord. So if a person makes him the master and thinks that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is serving the master, that is wrong. Ye tumhara pada padma na kare bhajana, tore na manile kabhu nahi morajana. One who does not worship your lotus feet and accept you as the Supreme Lord is not dear to me. Even I don't like him. Here Advaita Acharya says, if he is not worshipping your feet and he is not accepting you as the spiritual master, as the Supreme Lord, that person is not dear to me. O Vishwambar, I will not accept anyone as my own if they have no love for the service of the lotus feet. I'm prepared to totally forsake all such descendants and disciples. So I don't want them. Advaita Acharya says, I don't want such disciples who don't accept you, who don't accept you as the Supreme Lord. Even today, the Gaudiya Vaishnavas consider such descendants of Advaita and the disciples as forsaken descendants and forsaken disciples. The benediction of Sri Advaita Prabhu has borne fruit. The intimate disciples and descendants of Advaita Prabhu accepted subordination of Pandit Gadadhar, but the hostile sons and disciples of Advaita did not accept Gadadhar Pandit Goswami's guidance and could not accept him as spiritual master. So they all did Rasabhasa, they did not accept. There were hostile sons and disciples. So they actually have no place in Gaudiya Dhara. Ye tomare bhaje prabhu se pora jivana na paro sahite muni tomara langana. Anyone who worships you is my life and soul. I cannot tolerate a person who disregards you. Now all this declaration Advaita Prabhu is giving. If a person is not worshipping you, I don't tolerate him. I cannot tolerate him. Since Mahaprabhu assumed the role of a devotee, the foolish followers of Advaita accepted Vishwambar as the Ashraya Vigraha, worshipper, Ashraya Vigraha, rather than Vishaya Vigraha, the object of worship. Ashraya Vigraha means one who has taken Ashraya, that is devotee. Vishaya Vigraha means the form. Vishaya means the object. Ashraya means one who has taken the shelter. So Vishaya means the object. So object of worship is Krishna. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is object of worship, Vishaya Vigraha. He is not Ashraya Vigraha. As a result, there is regard Vishwambar, and even though out of foolishness they illegitimately try to become members of Vishnu's family, they end up as forsaken descendants and forsaken receptors. The non-duplicitous servants of Lord Chaitanya are the topmost devotees. Mahaprabhu's own servant Advaita is like the Lord's own life. Those who give up the service of Chaitanya Deva, the Vishaya Vigraha, exploit Advaita's glories to maintain their own self-interest, remain eternally bereft of the Lord's mercy, and become attached to pride and false prestige. Even today, some people who identify themselves as Advaita's descendants try to establish that the pure devotee's execution of pure devotional service is for gaining false prestige. This reveals their illegitimate pride. Such puffed up people with no understanding of the actual glories of devotional service proudly consider themselves as either Vaishnavas belonging to Lord Vishnu's family or servants of that family's descendants, and thus merge into the abysmal waters of the ocean of pratisthasa. The desire for material reputation, pure devotees simply pray that Sri Advaita Prabhu may forgive their offenses and give them good intelligence. So those who consider Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as only a simple devotee, as Ashraya Vigraha, they're all offensive. They may come from any background. They may accept Vishnu, but they are not accepting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then they are all forsaken. Forsaken means they cannot be considered as devotees. Simple. Even we can go to some more extent, even if they are coming from any other sampradaya, but not accepting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as the Supreme Lord, Kali Yuga Avatara. Again, all their endeavor to perform devotional service is just a waste of time. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that is why if you see in Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, in other Sampradayas, they are glorifying Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Our latest preachers now, Velugudi Krishna, very nicely they glorify Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because they have come to know, yes, Namma Alvar has already predicted Lord is going to appear to give his own name. Already this prediction is there in the Divya Prabandham. So one has to scrutinizingly study the Shastras, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not just for ISKCON or Gaudiya Dharas, Gaudiya Vaishnavas. In fact, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Kali Yuga Avatara. He is for everyone. In fact, all the acharyas from every sampradaya, all the 4 sampradaya acharyas have met him and got benediction from him. If you go to Chaitanya Math in Mayapur, you have all the 4 acharyas put in the Chaitanya Math. Because all the 4 acharyas have got the benediction from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has taken 2 principles from every sampradaya. 2 principles from every sampradaya. So that is why we should understand very clearly that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not just for Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. Though he has taken initiation from Brahma Madhva Sampradaya, he is for everyone. He is for Sri Vaishnava also, he is for Nimbarkis also, he is for Rudra Sampradaya also. Yadi Mora Putra Haya, Hayana Kinkara, Vaishnava Pradi Muni Na Dekho Kochara. I cannot look at the face of a Vaishnava Pradi, even if he happens to be my son or servant. When 3 of Advaita's sons and a few of his so-called disciples became offensive towards Chaitanya Deva and his pure devotees, Advaita Prabhu severed all ties and affection from them. This is understood from Advaita's statement. From the time of his presence up to today, his 4 second sons and disciples of his descendants have no connection whatsoever with Advaita or Chaitanya Deva. They glorify their non-devotional credentials even today. So Advaita Acharya, what did he do? He just severed all ties. He just broke all this relationship, his so-called sons and the disciples who did not accept Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So one should be very strong enough to do this. If somebody is speaking against Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Gaudidhara, let that be your own father, mother, or anybody. Just break your relationship with them. And you will see that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's blessings will be so much that they will start following and they will come behind you. So we should be very clear. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Kali Yuga avatar. He is for this age, Lord has appeared in this way. Even Prahlad Maharaj has told in his prayers that you will appear in Kali Yuga in the Channa avatar, covered incarnation. Channa means covered incarnation. So already such predictions has been given. In Satyuga it was given. Nammalvar 5,000 years. Satyuga is how many years before? So many. 3 yugas before. That time Prahlad Maharaj is given. 5,000 years before Nammalvar is given. तुम्हारे लंगिया यदि कोटि देव भजे सेई देव ताहारे samhare kola vyaje. If one transgresses you and worships millions of demigods, those demigods will kill on some pretext. If somebody is worshipping some demigod and is not worshipping Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that demigod will kill that person. What a powerful statement, just see. Advaita Acharya, Sadashiv himself, he is speaking this. The Supreme Lord's acceptance of the mood of a devotee with a desire to preach the beauty of his own devotional service, which has never been preached before. Anarpita charim chirat karunaya avatirna kalau. Samarpayitum unnatva jala bhakti svabhaktim shriyam. So he has given his own devotional service. He has appeared in the mood of a devotee. And he has given that thing which he has not shown in any other yugas. This is an ideal example of mercy. If the worship offered to millions of demigods disregards Prema Bhakti and rejects the service of Gaurahari, who is resplendent with the radiance of mortal gold, such worship can never counteract the offense committed by transgressing Vishwambhar. What is the use of such worship? If it is not regarding Prema Bhakti to be the topmost, what is the use? What is Prema Bhakti? What Krishna has given in this yuga, he has given Prem Nam Sankirtan. It's not just Harinam Sankirtan. Before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance, Harinam Sankirtan was existing, but still Lord comes to give Prem Nam Sankirtan. Automatically develop love for Krishna. One is Opcharikta towards Krishna, ritualistic prayers, ritualistic worship, or even the worship with having the knowledge of the opulence only, not having the knowledge of the sweetness of Krishna, the sweet dealings of Krishna with the Vrajavasis. How Krishna is so sweet to accept all our services. So that can be understood only when we chant very nicely. It is Prem Nam Sankirtan. Krishna loves to have sweet dealings with the devotees. One is having fear for Lord. One is having love for Lord. The fear for our parents will not allow us to be very natural with the parents. But when you have love for your parents, you can be very natural with your parents. The same way, when you have fear for Krishna, you will do out of fear, which is like breath of the love. You will do as a ritual. But when you have love, yes, you will do everything for Lord. You are ready to give up anything and everything for Krishna. So even if the so-called learned people who are averse to Sri Gaura become totally overwhelmed with the worship of various sanctified demigods, those very objects of worship certainly destroy their misguided worshippers on some pretext or other. Muni nahi balo ei vedera vakhana Sudakshina, Maranathara, Paramana. These are not simply my words, they are the words of the Vedas. The killing of Sudakshina is evidence of this. The Puranas composed by Sri Vedavyasa are expansions of the original Vedic histories. Puranas were written in Sanskrit. They are simply presentation of histories. Since respect has diminished for the Vedas, which were written in the ancient language of the gods, and since they are not easily found because of being ravaged in the course of time, it is simply foolishness to consider the Puranas as separate from the Vedas. The histories that explain the Vedas have been compiled in the Puranas. In those Puranas, Srimad Bhagavatam 10th Canto 66th chapter, you can go through. The narration of Sudakshina's destruction should be accepted as evidence of Advaita statements. So the 66th chapter, 66th chapter, 10th canto, one of you, I think, Aruna Mataji, can give a summary of the story in the group. Summary. Anyhow, it is going to come. Okay. Is there 178 verse onwards. So 178, but you should put a small Sudakshina Nama Kashi, Rajera Nandana, Mahasamadheya, Shiva Kaila Aradhana. Sudakshina was the son of king of Kashi. He worshipped Lord Shiva with full attention. Parama Santosha Shiva bole, Magavara, Paibe, Abhishta, Avichara, Yagyakara. In great satisfaction, Shiva told him, ask for a benediction. You will achieve your goal by performing Abhichara Yagya. Abhichara Yagya refers to violent activities described in the Atharva Veda, like killing, torturing. Topics of violent activities like killing, bewildering, paralyzing, inducing enemy, hypnotizing, and torturing are also found in the Tantras. That is why prescriptions for worshipping goddesses and performing fire sacrifices are also found therein. Vishnu Bhakta Prati Yadi Kara Apamana Tabe Se Yagye Tora Laiva Paran. But if you insult a devotee of Vishnu, I'll kill you in the course of your sacrifice. Shiva Kahile Na Vyaje Se Iha Na Buje Shiva Gyaya Abhichara Yagya Gya Bhaje. Without understanding the true intention of Shiva's words, Sudakshina performed the Abhichara Yagya on the order of Shiva. Yagya haite uthe eka mahabhayankara, tinakara, charana, trishira, rupadhara. A formidable demon with 3 hands, 3 legs, 3 heads appeared from the sacrificial fire. Kala Janga, Paramana Bhale, Varamaga. Raja bole, Dwaraka Podao Mahabhaga. The demon with legs as long as palm trees asked for a benediction. The king replied, O fortunate one, burn Dwarka to ashes. Shunya Dukhita Haila Mahashaiva Murti Bujilena Tahara Ichara Nahi Purti. On hearing this order, that great demon, who was a creation of Shiva, became distressed. He realized that the king's desire could not be fulfilled. Anurodhe Gela Matra Dwarkara Pashe Dwarka Rakshaka Chakra Khedadiya Ashe. The demon was obliged to go to Dwarka, yet as soon as he arrived there, he was chased by Sudarshan, the protector of Dwarka. Palaile na edai Sudarshan sthane Mahashaiva padi bole Chakrera Charana, thinking that he would not be spared by Sudarshan if he tried to run away. The great creation of Shiva fell at Sudarshan's feet and spoke as follows. Yare palaite nahi parila durvasa narila rakite aja bhava digvasa. Durvasa was unable to escape from you, and Brahma and Shiva were unable to protect him. We know about the Ambarish Maharaj story. Hena Maha Vaishnava Tajera Sthane Muni Kotha Palaibe Prabhu ye karis tui. Therefore, Prabhu, how can I escape from you? You are endowed with the prowess of a great Vaishnava. Jai Jai Prabhu, Mora Sudarshana Nama, Vijitiya Shankara Teja Jaya Krishna Dama. All glories to my master, who is named Sudarshan. You are as powerful as Lord Shiva. All glories to the abode of Lord Krishna. Jai Mahachakra, Jai Vaishnava Pradhana, Jai Dushta Bhayankara, Jai Shishta Trana. All glories to Sudarshan Chakra, the best of the Vaishnava. All glories to the destroyer of the miscreants and the protector of the pious. Stuti Shuni, Santoshe Balila Sudarshana. Odagia Yatha Ache Rajara Nandana. Sudarshan heard his prayer with satisfaction and then instructed him to go burn the king's son. पुनः से ही महाभयंकर बाहुदिया चलिला काशीरा Rajaputra Podaya. So the demon went, terrifying creature. He returned to Kashi, burned the prince to ashes. तुम्हारे लांगिया प्रभु शिव पूजा केला अतेवतार यज्ञ tahara marira. He transgressed you, O Lord, and worshipped Shiva. Therefore, he was killed in the course of his sacrifice. So 194th verse onwards, we'll see tomorrow. So now song time. Any questions in this? No questions. Okay, today what you have put singing, just put in the group.
Mataji, based on today's lecture, we have got two bhajans. One is written by Vasudeva Ghosha and other one is written by Lochandas Thakur.
Just take one for today, tomorrow one.
Okay. So one is Jai Jai Jagannath Sachidanandan and other one is the glorification of Advaita Acharya. So which should we take?
Glorification of Advaita Acharya first and tomorrow.
Okay. Just a minute, Mataji. So I have pasted both the links. The second one is the glorification of Advaita Acharya. So it is written by Lochandas Thakur. It has 5 verses. So the translation, I'll just read the translation first. So Lochandas Thakur is praising the preceptor Advaita, who is full of mercy, whose roar invoked the avatar of Gauranga. He is the giver of prema, the lord of Sita, ocean of compassion, and whose premaras brought Gauranga Sundar for us. Whoever receives his mercy, on who he bestows his kind glances, that one becomes immersed in prema and sings the divine excellences of Gauranga. Whoever has sought refuge at his feet, that same person has acquired the greatest wealth of Gaura prema. So Lochandas Thakur pleads that why did I not adore such a repository of bounding grace? By that I would have brought a thunderbolt upon my own head. So the tune is Jaya Jaya Advaitacharya Dayamoy जार हूँ कार्य गौर अवतार होय प्रेम दाता सीता नाथ करुणा सागर जार प्रेम रसे आइला गौरांग सुंदर जाहारे करुणा करी कृपा धीते चाय प्रेमावेशे से जन चैतन्य गुण गाय जय जय अद्वैताचार्य दयामय जार हूँ कार्य गौर अवतार होय ताहार चरणे जे बालैला शरण से जन पाइला गौर प्रेम महाधन ए मन दयार निधि के न भजिलो लोचन बोले निज माथे वज्र पारिलो जय जय अद्वैताचार्य दयामय जार हूँ कार्य गौर अवतार होय हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Jaya Vaishnava Thakur, Vaishnava Thakur, Vaishnava Thakur, Jaya Vaishnava Thakur. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.
So Advaitacharya's pranam mantra, Mahavishnu Jagatkarta Maya Sujati Adaha Tasyavadara Evayam Advaitacharya Ishvara. Though he is incarnation of Mahavishnu and Sadashiv also, but still he appears in the mood of a servant. Advaita Marinadetva Na Advaita Acharyam Bhakti Samsharan. Bhaktavadaram Ishamtam Advaitacharyam Ashray. He is not different from Hari. He is called Advaita. He propagates that cult of devotion. He is called Acharya. He is Lord and the incarnation of Lord's devotee. Therefore, I take shelter of him. Okay, so I stop here. Manchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namo. Vaishnavinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sing the other song tomorrow.
Yes, Mataji.